Morning. Hi, everybody. I'm so happy to be back outside. My beautiful tree. She's so beautiful. I'm so happy to be back outside because it's just been so hot. So finally, we're like, I can be outside and enjoy. I have to look up at this. Let me see. Let me turn the camera around. So I have to look up at this. I mean, this beautiful canopy of trees that we have. And my beautiful crepe myrtles, they're really past their time, but still so beautiful. Um, I was talking to somebody about the trees. So I was talking to somebody about the trees. So okay, so see this little crepe myrtle right here. This is Jackson. That's Steve. Sorry, this is Steve. This is a boy's planet. That's Steve, and this is Jackson. This one right here. So I was talking to somebody. We were talking about the trees, and I love my trees. So those two trees we planted when we moved here. The boys planted them when they were very little. So those trees are 15 years old now. So that's just how big they are at 15 years old. So you look at Nahama and just how majestic she is and how old she must be. And the view, my sentinels, I call them my sentinels, that they protect my house. So we have that's one, and two across the street, and three, and Nahama is four, and then there's five. And they create this incredible canopy of light and love and energy and Gaia above my home and protect my home and protect my family. And I love everything about this, about it, because it's such a beautiful, I open my front door and it's just the most beautiful thing. So it's a no makeup day because I was using some of my Mary Kay products this morning. I was super excited by how everything looked so good. So I was super happy. So this morning I went and I shuffled the cards, and I went to shuffle the cards again. I have a way, consistency is really important. So when you're dealing with your cards, so I shuffle them the same way. I shuffle them 3 times, and then and then they jumped out of my hands, and a whole bunch of them dropped on the floor. But then 3 of them landed in my lap. Hey, yo, Jay! So 3 of them landed in my lap, which just cracked me up because clearly they were the 3. And then when I looked, there was one more that landed, not the whole rest of the pile kind of landed over there. And so these 3 that landed right in my lap, and this one that was just next to that, also in my lap, but not in the same place. So I was just laughing. I was like, okay, so I guess those are the cards for today. So we have overcoming difficulties. And I'm laughing because I've been talking, it seems like every person I'm talking to is dealing with some sort of transition, some relationship hiccups, some kind of adjustment period, whether it's the kids going off to college, new roommates, new jobs, or I don't like my job, I want to get a new job, or I'm, having a fight with a person, or I'm breaking up with someone, or I'm in a new relationship. It seems like everything is about transition and about people feeling comfortable in new situations. And so this is, about overcoming difficulties is our card today. And this is, the worst is now behind you and you are surmounting any previous challenges. And so I really feel like that because what I have been feeling from so many people is that it's this drowning feeling, this feeling of, I've been thrown into the deep end of the pool and I have to I come up and I take that deep breath that I got air. Okay, now I have to figure out where am I? Where's the boat? Where's the beach? How do I get my wits about me? How do I get my feet back under me? And I really feel like that's been that feeling. And I recognize this feeling. I was a lifeguard for a long time at a now defunct water park down in South Florida. It's a shopping mall now, but it was, we were constantly pulling people out of the water because of the way the park was built. And I know that look that people, you get thrown into the bottom of the water, into the deep water that's too deep for you. And our expectation is that we're going to push off the bottom. Whether you're in a lake or an ocean or a pool, and we have this expectation there's going to be something for us to push off of. And when it isn't there, we panic. And so then we have to have that moment where we can breach the surface and take that breath and be like, okay, so that just happened. What do I do? And if you've ever been in a car accident, God forbid, but if you've ever been in a car accident, there's that moment of, okay, I'm alive. What just happened? Now what do I do? And I feel like that's where people are. So we've had that moment of impact, that splash into the water, that car crash, that impact of whatever it was. We've had that. And so now we're past it. And now it's time to move forward. And so now it's time to understand we had that, and now, or I guess it's the bottom. And so we hit the bottom, and now we're coming back up again, and we're moving forward. And to not holding on to the anger and the frustration and the resentments that come with those things, where we just get so frustrated. And so I just was cracking up because the next card was, of course, all is well. I feel like my logo off my shirt is reflecting in the phone, so I'm hoping that you guys can see this. So, but of course the next card says all is well. And so all is well, it says, and I love this because it's the same archangel. You have Jeremiel, the same archangel on both cards, which I love. And he says everything is happening exactly as it's supposed to, with hidden blessings that you will soon understand. And oh my gosh, is that true? That is so true. I'm telling you, every single time. And I think it really behooves us, yes, I've used the word behoove, and it really behooves us to go back and look at our past, look at our history, not to dwell and not to like stir up, but to really take a look at our past and say, where are the places where life really sucked? Where are the places where life totally kicked my ass? But what were the blessings that came from it? Because I think so many times we get so hung up in, that sucked, I survived, and I'm moving forward. And we don't take the time to go back and look at and say, okay, where was the blessing? Because if all things work together for good, and they do, then where is the blessing for that to be able to go, okay, what was the thing I was supposed to learn from that crappy experience? Where is the thing that thing redirected me into something that was such a blessing? When I left a job that I hated, and the new job was like this amazing experience. We were playing soccer with the kids in one club, and it was supposed to be this great thing, and it turned into this horrible thing. Hey, Doris, it turned into this nightmare. And we were like, we could hear it in our heads, get out before it's too late. And we left. And that whole club just exploded and turned into all the hate, all the anger, all the awful people that were there. And it just completely exploded. And we were so lucky because we listened and we moved, and we got out of there before, so we didn't get caught in any of that. Oh my gosh, the drama. Oh my gosh. And we were watching it like from a distance to be just like, I mean, you know how you're watching a thing and you just know somebody done screwed up and you're just like, oh, snap. So look back at the places where there were things that kicked your butt. There were things that sucked. There were things that were hard. There were things that were really not what you wanted. But what was it you learned from it? And what was the blessing that came out of it? Because I promise you, it's there. I promise you there is a blessing that's there. There's also a bug climbing on my leg. So I will tell you, with all this manatee stuff, I've gotten much better about bugs. Certain bugs. So, okay. So the next card that came up is compassion. And I love this because it's all about gratitude and compassion and love, and having compassion for ourselves as we're going through trauma and drama and shift and transition, having compassion for self, having compassion for others, that they're going through their challenges as well. Because how often do we get to a place where we're like, they didn't do what they said they were going to do, and they blah, 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 and we have no idea what is going on in another person's life. And we judge them, and we don't hold them in compassion, and we don't hold them and send them love, when maybe what seemed like they were acting like, a giant ass, then, or we say in my family, you're being assy. But maybe it was because they really had something else that was going on, that they needed our compassion and they needed our support. That doesn't mean you have to get involved in it. Okay. That doesn't mean you have to get involved in it. Remember the 3 questions. Is this my drama? Did anybody ask me to fix the drama? Or do I have the power to fix the drama? Did anybody ask me to fix the drama? Remember the 3 questions. That is a huge deal, you guys. Remember the 3 questions. But holding compassion, holding others in compassion, that takes strength. That takes strength on our side. And I think, one of the things I was talking with one of my clients this week too was about showed kindness and warmth and compassion and felt that it was a sign of weakness. And I want to tell you, it is absolutely not. It is a sign of strength. It is absolutely a sign of strength. And when we show compassion and caring and warmth and sympathy and gratitude and love, these things are not signs of weakness. These things are signs of great strength. And so I was, like I said, compelled to take this fourth card that was laying right next to them. And so here it was nurture. Here it was nurture. And I love this because it is so important that we spread this one message of kindness is strength. It is not meanness or aggression or strength that will win the day. It is kindness and caring and compassion and support for our fellow humans that will win the day. So as you are going forward, I strongly urge you to look at the things and the transitions and the difficulties, because you are on the other side of them. Okay, they are coming to an end. We are on the upswing. I promise you we are on the upswing. But the value is in looking at those things to find where the blessings were and to learn the lessons that the universe has been trying to teach you. So we have that in overcoming difficulties. And then we have the reminder from the same archangel, Jeremiel, that we are okay, that all is well, from Jeremiel. All is well. And then we have compassion for self and for others. That is of the utmost importance. Compassion for ourselves and for others. It is of the utmost importance, because truly that is the thing that we are losing. And we have to be the ones, the people of the light have to be the ones to bring compassion back to the forefront. And then we have to nurture that as we move forward, to nurture that in others, and to remind them that compassion and kindness and caring is strength. It is not weakness. It is not weakness. And so I share our postcard from the week, our postcard that we have. It says, Dearest you. Oh, it says, Dearest you, you need your glasses. It says, Dearest you. Over here there is no mystery for us to unravel, as we know intimately how connected we all are, how the web of creation works, and how spirit is in every aspect of life, from the invisible to the visible. But it's impossible for humans to comprehend the complexities of how things actually work, because the most important threads in the tapestry don't make sense in the dimension that you live in. That said, can you feel the importance of these currents of energy that bring events together in miraculous ways? I really do not pick these cards. Like, I reach into the box and I ask Spirit to guide me to the one that is appropriate for what we're talking about. And every single time it is exactly what we're talking about. Okay, can you feel the importance of these currents of energy that bring events together in miraculous ways? You can't understand with your mind, but you can know with your heart and soul. Trust that even though you don't know the how, the what, or the why, we do. Surrender to the mystery and have faith that the unseen world is watching you with loving eyes as Spirit weaves your lives mysterious and beautiful tapestry in glorious technicolor. Have a fantastic week. Love you. Appreciate you. I love that you're part of our soul family. Please leave a comment. Please feel free to leave comments, thoughts, what you're going through, what your transitions are. I would love to hear about your transitions and what cards are coming up for you. So this is a general reading for you for the week. I hope it blesses you, and I look forward to talking with you again. Have a great week.